Does he know his way around? Because the intruder used a grappling hook mixed with tar on his
I didn't
boots.
see the tar, but he used magical ice for sure.
Yes, I noticed that on the window as well. So, again, a little smaller than 6 foot.
How did you get this information about the features?
He went to the stables, right?
Yeah, we're all in the stables now.
Yeah, you can talk to horses.
I conversed with one of the beasts.
Yeah.
Did it say anything about seeing the girl that he took there too?
I did not ask about the girl because
I just didn't know if she was in the stables with him or if...
I could ask again.
I was just curious. I'm also
I
not
will ask
100%
again.
sure that she left with this guy.
I will ask again.
I make my way back to the other horse. I come back. Hello, friend.
Carrot. Food.
Carrot. I say, have carrot, more talk.
Talk.
You see girl with white man?
She-man. No.
No she-man?
No she-man.
Only He-Man?
She-ra.
No She-Man?
Princess of Power.
Jesus. No she-man in stable. In home.
No see here.
No she. You hear cough?
History check for GD. It's a GD horse.
This is a...
Cough?
Okay.
No. You don't know.
It's only the
Wasn't
basics.
listening. White man gave food.
I see. What kind of, what food?
Crunchy.
Oats? I say as I craft oats in my other hand.
Oh no.
I give it to him.
No.
What were we talking about?
Red.
Apple?
Red.
I give him the red.
He likes
This
the
other-
horse moves so fast.
Other horse here that night?
Other horse?
Do they not know that there are other horses?
It's like, what do you mean other horse?
What the hell is another horse?
Like, were they there? Which horse?
Horse.
I'm
a human.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say thank you and just pet him. I'm just gonna go down the line and ask all the fucking horses if they heard coughing.
You're gonna do that?
I am going to do that. I go to the next one.
And
Say,
we'll cut back to you in an
hello,
hour.
friend.
There's about 8 horses down
Oh
here.
my god.
I'm just gonna roll right
Yeah.
now. None of them seem to have heard
Hopefully.
any kind of coughing.
You just drop it.
We'll let it sit.
You didn't roll.
I did. The highest one was a 15.
That's enough for a horse. Horses have good
Minus. They do have good hearing. You
hearing.
asked them what they heard.
And I do an impression.
They didn't hear it. They didn't hear anything.
There's also the possibility that nothing happened. That a cough-
Lyle, you smell?
Which one?
The first one. I go back to the first guy.
He's the closest.
He knows.
Smells like white man. Small bit.
White man smell. What name? You.
Name?
What
You
call
call what?
thee?
Call?
You can
Me
talk.
Thatch.
You can
no,
talk
I'm talking. No, I'm
normal.
talking horse talk, bro. Me Thatch. You.
Me?
You.
Are they
mind.
sentient beings?
No, I don't know. The horse and dogs know their own names.
Me Thatch?
My
name's Thatch.
Oh, I'm Thatch? Like, no, I'm Thatch.
Okay.
He murders a horse.
Okay.
I'm Jane.
I Tarzan.
White man smell like green.
Little.
I Tarzan.
You Jew.
White man come here or there.
The white man fires.
Wait, I gestured to the doors.
Doors?
Like which side? White man.
White man.
He looks. He is far.
We all die.
I nod. Thank you.
Meet great spirit.
I walk to the horse at the very end next to the closest door. There's two of them, I assume. I go to the one on the same side as the first one. I say. Hello.
The opposite side. Because
Yeah.
this guy was the closest to the
Yeah,
door,
yeah,
but
yeah,
then the
yeah,
other
yeah.
side.
So
Okay, yep.
I hello. Hi.
This one's a girl.
Yeah. You see white man
White man?
come 5 nights,
5 sleeps.
5 sleeps. White man come 5 sleeps ago.
White man.
You see
Blue skin.
blue skin. You see he have she man
She man?
with white man
She man.
with long mane.
Ah, good job.
She man. Indoor.
Indoor.
Stood. He take black horse.
He take black horse.
No, this one-
She
this one
she
is
smell
worse.
like green.
Green and red.
Red. I say, as I kind of reach in my pocket, pull out a vial of apple, not blood.
Vial of apple.
No.
Applesauce.
I'm thinking out loud because I was like, take out a vial of blood, and be like red, but no, red is apple. She wait on black horse.
We just gotta, there we go. There we go. Okay, perfect.
Woo!
Awesome.
So,
We're live.
what's his name comes up.
Yeah, so Draco calls Bailey up. Says,
Is anybody else eating?
Go for it.
dude, go for it. Our friend Thatch here wants to take a look at the room upstairs before the others do. Are you all alright with that?
I would like to go with you.
Okay, Laszlo and
Leave your plate.
I was carrying him.
I give Dairaj a respectful
Table manners. Leave your plate.
If you're not
Alright,
gonna eat it,
we
someone
go.
will.
and the Bailey says, alright, I'll take him up. He says, come on.
Who all
Follow me.
stay down?
I think these two are going up, these two are staying.
What do we do? And Draco.
And Draco.
Oh, we not to with our
Draco's
gracious
down with you
host.
Because we're still eating.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys going up?
We have values.
What do you guys want to
Once
do?
Thatch
I
leaves,
don't eat.
just as a real quick thing, once Thatch leaves, I pick up the rest of my food, dump it, and get more.
You guys doing anything while you're at breakfast? Talking? Questions? Anything?
Well, I assume he's not going to go over the plan now that everybody's gone.
Yeah,
That's what I thought he was going to do at breakfast.
You could go over half of it, and we could out of character fill them in later, just so that we do it.
So how
You
long
know
ago
how
did
it
you say this was again?
It's been about 5 days.
Okay.
As the crow flies.
7.
Nothing. I was out of character.
Is it a is it a Eastern European crow or a?
GM question.
South
Yes.
America.
Did anyone tell us that he was already in
Because they're
repossession of the girl, or
What
he
he
was
said was
ambiguous?
you took her, and now you're going to pay.
Oh, so
Oh,
he
so he
definitely
doesn't-
still
he
believes
doesn't
that we
have her.
We don't know. Yeah.
Well, he
so
doesn't know.
He doesn't.
Well, you
get
don't know if he knows or not. I guess.
Can
is
we
what I meant
roll
to
for
say.
that?
I would.
Is that
No.
He's
Because
gone.
we don't
He
know
was a
where
hologram.
we don't know where he is, so we don't know if he's within a 5-day ride.
Right.
So and she may not know where he is.
Right.
So
Well, she took a horse, right? So
Arguably.
it's 5 days on
And
horse.
whoever was with her,
On horse.
oh, somebody broke her out. Yes, I forgot about that.
because Madge saw, and Draco filled you in. Madge saw a man, she thinks,
On the back.
riding off with her. Yes.
So,
So he's probably
Do you
one
only
of
have-
the
do
rapscallions.
you only have fast horses?
I mean, they're the best money can buy in
That's
this
a
area.
yes.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
So,
Although they are not, most of them are not particularly great long distance riding horses. Although whoever took it knew what they were doing because they took our best distance riding horse.
Well, was it an inside job?
Yeah, ask if any of the staff.
None of the staff has gone missing now.
Did your employee, did she see any characteristics of the man on the back of the horse? Was it just a silhouette?
Yeah, she told me she just could tell he looked masculine. I mean, it was dark. She's a human.
Okay.
Yeah, she could only see from the moonlight.
Are there any of your staff that you have been
Weak race.
suspicious over or less trusting of
Aryan
who could
girls.
possibly allow someone into?
I would put
I mean,
I would put my life in the hands of each of my staff.
Each of
Each
them.
of them. Yes.
So you
We're
don't think
also
it's an
your
inside
staff
job?
now, right?
Each of my staff outside of you, as
Hey!
of right now.
Okay.
That may come
You're
later.
digging too deep.
Trust may come later with you all.
I think he has
Friendship.
some trust issues.
But once, I mean,
Issues.
Gaius has
What?
been working here since he was 20.
Oh wow.
Oh,
And,
wow.
I mean,
okay.
It's
Go
Yeah.
off, guys.
a lot of people have
You don't
worked here
know
for many
the
years.
long con. You can't trust anyone. This business.
The girl would not have been in Long Con.
Is the
Yeah,
girl
'cause
human?
You wouldn't even know.
You're not there.
I'm joking, but what about those two
Oh, I was gonna
bodyguards
ask
that you
that
hired?
now.
I know you said you extensive research, but like,
Yes.
So
Well,
what?
Bolton is, like I said, he's a family friend. He went into military service. He served the Empire. His time was completed. And he
yeah.
decided to come here. I hired him on for his assistance. And Morris is one of the, give me a second. Gotta look up something.
Morris is an absolute unit.
He is an
An
absolute fucking
unit. He nails every job I give him. He's so good.
So good. I love that
You
guy.
ever seen a man hit a horse for 300 meters out with a bow and arrow? No. But you haven't
Yeah,
seen
you
Bolton
will
shoot.
now.
He's one of the Banvarians, so he's to be trusted.
Ooh,
Well.
I totally know who that
Yeah.
Me
is.
neither.
You wouldn't. You might.
Okay.
Me
You might. You
too.
might. So history check.
No, I don't, unless I use a luck.
3.
That is the
That's what you get
most.
for rolling on
I got a
carpet.
9.
That's what you
I
get for
sure
rolling on
rolled.
carpet.
False. That is still not good. What is it? History.
History.
Well, that is a total of 11.
You probably know. I mean, the Banvarians are a particular breed of warrior that are trained from a very young age.
What species? What people?
Mostly humans.
Ah.
He's a human, so I mean.
I guess they're more culture than race.
But the Banvarians are they're trained very heavily in the ways of warfare, but also in they have a very there's a very deep cultural understanding of honor. So it would be very, very unusual for a Banvarian to be
betray.
employed by someone and betray them. So it is, yeah.
Okay, let's say we can go with Morris and Bolton.
Bolton.
Bolton. Yeah, I got close. I mean, I called him Angus for the first 2 days. I don't.
Yeah, he did.
I did. But Bolton, and there's no chance that he's anything other than straight and narrow.
I've known him for a long time. We were
Okay.
friends even before.
I don't think it's an
So-
inside job.
So,
It's. I mean,
It very.
I find it unlikely. I mean, like I said, most of these people have been here since before Zebulon. I mean, some of them before he was even born. But
There's some of them who haven't been here that long. And
no, but
those,
most of them have been. You have to
I wasn't
understand when
asking
you're
about
not.
the maids. I was asking about the 2 guards who you brought in a few.
He just explained the
months.
guards.
Yeah, I know. That's why I asked about the guards and not the maids
Gotcha.
now.
Didn't say that. Morris was a few months. Bolton has been here longer.
Okay, I thought
Bolton
you
has
said
been
they
here
were
longer.
both. Right.
Morris is relatively new. Yes, only the last.
so sidetracking back a little bit.
Well, like main
What
tracking.
does the girl look like? What are we looking for when we're looking for this woman, girl?
Yes, she's a human. She's very, very pale, dark hair. She's in her mid-20s. I don't know her exact age.
Okay.
Okay.
She's very sickly.
She has no. Oh, I'm slipping into your accent. God damn it.
Does she have a
She has
disease
no,
of some kind?
I don't know.
abilities magically?
Though, well, you'll see when we go up to the room. It's I don't know. She was sick. It was something. I don't know what.
Yeah, let's not
That's
as
just
like
good
a
with sickness.
yeah, not as like a sacrifice thing, but let's send Thatch. He has no quick availability to disease, and we don't know if she had or what she had.
That you
So,
might know.
does she
That
have
might
any
know.
defining marks on her that we
Hell
can maybe
yeah.
see? Could we see something like a tattoo
Gotta check the
or
book,
or a birthmark or something like that that we can identify her with?
I mean, I didn't investigate her.
Well, anything.
physically.
Well, I mean, anything that is visible. That's not.
I mean, not particularly.
Proper.
Her eyes are particularly bright green, but other than that,
Okay.
Well,
and I guess if I'm admitting what I lied about, yes, I did lie about her eye color because I wanted to get a reaction out of Thatch.
What did he say? What'd you say?
Blue.
He lied about her eyes. He
said
said,
they
they
were
were blue to intrigue you.
but you don't know that.
It intrigued me.
Yeah,
Well,
you were like,
I'm done
what
with
color are her
breakfast
eyes?
if we want to head up there.
It's like blue. and
All right,
he was like,
okay.
"Blue."
Pause with you guys.
Excellent. Okay.
Do we have to
While you guys
leave?
are, well, they got to get up to the
Depends.
room
We're
first.
transitioning as they get up
Okay.
there as well.
So yeah, Bailey leads you guys up to the second story again. You know the floor where you guys stayed on. He leads you past all of your rooms down to the very end, and he opens the door and he says,
Yeah. Exactly.
"Well, I ain't gonna be any help at all, so I'll just leave y'all here. I'm sure Master Draco will be up shortly. All right, good luck."
And he turns and heads back down the hall after
What was
opening the
his
door.
name?
I don't know your name. I don't know his.
I was just asking.
Alright.
Okay, what does the scene look like?
That's just fully aware that he doesn't know.
In a verbal image. So yeah, it's a very the room obviously is set up very similar to your guys', except it's a single person, so a lot like Logan's. Although
Can't
looking
Logan's
at
in
it, it appears
That was
as
a good
though.
call.
Well, actually, go ahead and roll perceptions for me.
That was the weakest Incredibles.
19.
Yeah. So looking at it, moving through. Let's see here. So the bed sheets have been torn up to some extent. Looking at it, there appears to be on the desk a knocked over inkwell with a quill sitting there, having been dipped in the ink. No,
How dry is the ink? Is it like? Is it pretty
it's
dry?
dried.
Okay.
It's been days.
Okay.
No sign of a letter or anything. Let's
Is there
see.
a window?
So, and the one thing you do notice is there's a rather disgusting smell coming from the wardrobe next to the bed. There is a window,
Mm-hmm. What kind of window?
normal kind of pane of glass.
So someone
Are
can
there
fit through that
bars?
window?
No bars.
That's it.
Second
This is
story.
stupid. Okay.
Not good.
Are you gonna go look at the window
Still,
specifically?
No, first I want to go look at the. I want to just
I want to find that
and
smell.
walk to the
Wardrobe.
Open the wardrobe.
Opening it up, there's a bucket
Oh.
in the wardrobe, and what looks to be vomit in the bucket.
A
I
snack
make
for
it?
late?
I just
just-
want to kind of examine it, shake it around. Is there any way that I can find out what kind? Like, is it like particularly bloody?
There's no blood in it. No.
It's just
No,
vomit.
It's just vomit.
Yeah, I kind of just look at it, pocket that, and then
That's actually what I was looking for.
I'm going to go and I'm just gonna open the window.
Roll an investigation check for me.
12.
12.
Just straight?
No.
You don't have any investigation?
+1.
So yeah, looking at it, you can see, even as you pull it up, it's hard to move, and you can see why, because it looks, the glass is kind of cracked, and you can see what looks to be kind of like remnants of frost, just sitting on the glass,
heavier than it should be, even in the wintertime.
Can we admit something?
Yeah.
Everybody looks at me.
Yeah, you are the ice.
Okay.
You
So,
push it open, you look out, and
An
you're very familiar with this type of thing. You can see what look to be two distinct kind of, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like holes, I guess. In the little area outside, fitting for what would probably be a grappling hook.
So they be chinks. Like,
Can I look at the
cuts or
sheets?
slits.
Sure.
Are they like? Do they seem to be like torn or like?
Like they've been
torn?
thrown off and kind of strewn about.
So
little
not
bit.
torn, not shredded.
Like torn off the bed as
Oh.
well.
Oh, I thought you
I-
meant
yeah.
like they were like ripped
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
I checked the desk. Is there anything inside the desk?
Investigation from both of you. You for the bed, you for the desk.
I'm not there.
12.
Can't meta.
13.
13.
There yet.
Yeah, doesn't seem to, doesn't seem to be, anything in the desk particularly suspicious.
Any like books or anything?
No books, no letters.
Alright. What I'm gonna do?
There's some paper, but it hasn't
Oh
been
yeah,
written
you have
on.
to. Did I find anything about the bed? Like, can I like look under the mattress, tear open the mattress, look for?
Yep, looking through it, going through the mattress, going under the bed. Doesn't seem to be anything
Okay.
particularly
I'm
odd.
just gonna walk up to the window and I'm just gonna look at Laszlo and just be like, say, be right back. And then I'm just gonna kind of focus for a sec, and then you see begin to shrink, and then so it kind of looks like I'm getting sucked into my hand as I get smaller and smaller, and then the hand forms into what seems to be a little leather-clad spider sitting on the edge of the windowsill.
Druid, remember?
Yes.
As I scuttle down the outside of the wall, kind of looking for anything else that would have shown entry, examining the frost.
Roll a
H! Yeah! Give me that wisdom.
I'd like to give
That
you
was
a real quick
3
round of
and
applause.
14.
Good wild shape.
That was 4.
So there seems, going down, kind of scuttling, you can see, looking very closely.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm right by the
Yeah,
wall.
you're,
so.
you're right there. You
With
actually,
8 eyes, baby!
Perception times 8 on your next
You actually might get a bonus
Yeah.
by being a spider.
Do you want me to
Woo!
check?
I'll give you, I'd say he has probably.
Okay, that's a
advantage.
24 or 22.
I'd probably say he has advantage on that because of spider.
24!
And you're I mean, I'd
There's
probably,
no spider.
I'd probably advantage because of smell or
I
something.
got a
Yeah.
Right.
24!
Spiders don't smell.
Yes, they can.
Spider
This
sense.
one can.
Spider
Sense.
sense.
Yeah.
They sense like, no, they sense like pheromones, like,
Yeah.
like
It's
ants.
just
Like
a spider with a big
Yeah,
nose
like
at the
antenna
front.
and shit, yeah.
So yeah, going
It's actually
down,
fur on the
You
spider's
can
legs
see-
that give them.
Yeah, I know.
as you're getting down to the bottom, there's not much by way of it, but at the bottom you can see what looks to be some sort of remnants of some kind of tar left.
Sorry.
You know, about a couple little blotches, a few feet, maybe 10 or so feet up the wall. Possibly you're familiar with this
just
because
got a frame.
out in the woods, when you need to climb big trees, you
shape.
generally will throw some sort of tar on the bottom of your shoes.
10 feet up the wall, you say?
About 10 feet up the wall is the only remnants you find. but-
Alright, I'm gonna. Okay. I'm gonna jump down, back up into thatch, take another thing.
Up in the window?
No,
On the
I'm
ground.
down the ground, because it's 10 feet up with my wingspan.
You're 7 feet
yeah.
tall. Yep.
So I can just grab that bitch with a little vial.
Well, it's like it's caked on. It's not like a liquid. It's like
Well,
it's
yeah, okay,
frozen
then-
on
then,
too
like,
because it's cold.
and just kind of
Chisel some of it off.
chisel some in,
Yep.
put it in, pour it, kind of examine it. Can I make a check to see if I know like what, like where?
Now
in
your
the
artwork's on
area
stream.
that kind of tar would come? Like, would it be from like a
Boom.
bog or like is it like tree sap?
Yeah,
good.
sure. Make a nature check.
Ooh, that's a 9.
Yeah, you're not quite able to tell. It's caked on. Been there a few days. You're not exactly even sure what it would be used for normally.
All right, and then what I want to do is
Water.
I want to let's see. I want to remove, like, I don't know. Okay, I just want to like kind of backtrack the tracks from the wall and where it would be. So with a grappling hook, and then I just kind of want to start dusting away the snow all around to see if there's imprints in the actual grass of tracks of sorts, like via footprints, or if it is.
Nature check.
Come on, baby. Daddy needs 11.
Daddy needs
Or,
an 11.
well,
Like where the dogs are on the far part
That's
of
not
the
what
house.
Daddy
Yeah.
needs.
Yeah.
13?
Like, button on
Yeah,
the front
you get a
door.
+3 to proficiency, actually.
That's a lot.
14.
14? Yeah, it doesn't look like. Oh, we're offline again.
We're still recording. You're good.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Well,
That's cool.
okay.
Who give a shit?
Yeah, so as you're kind of looking at it, you don't seem to be able to pick out any tracks. It's been several days.
Okay.
Was the door open when they discovered that she was gone, or was it closed?
You didn't ask. So you'd have to
Can I
wait
see the
for it to
stables
open.
from here?
From where you are on the side, yeah, you can kind of look out behind the house.
I'm
And
gonna
there's-
start making my way towards the stables.
Okay. And we'll pause there for you. You guys get up there. Laszlo, what are you doing while he's kind of gone out the building?
Writing in my book and kind
How
of
I
like
was
just
spider.
spider shit's been written down. But yeah, I'm kind of writing in my notebook and kind of like going through. Is there like a wardrobe stuff or another like wardrobe?
There's the wardrobe, just the wardrobe, and then like a little side table, but going through the drawers of the side table.
Okay, then.
Just like an extra blanket.
Alright, I'm just gonna take notes then, yeah.
Okay. And then by this point, Thatch, when you're making your way towards the stables, and looking out, Laszlo, you know, kind of down the window after him, you see he begins to make his way back towards the buildings in the back. And at this time, Draco and the other 3 come through the door. See Laszlo looking out.
Draco.
And you also are able to notice the kind of frosty tint on it.
Draco, was the door opened when she was discovered to have been gone, or was it closed?
What do you mean? Like,
Was
was the door left open?
Yes.
No.
It was not left.
Well, I would guess no. I mean, Madge discovered that she was gone, which is why she rushed outside quickly and managed to see her getting on the horse. So I would say it was definitely closed once she got here. I mean, I would guess.
It looks as though someone came through the window.
Let me see.
There's holes right there. It's a kind of a grappling hook you could have seen, and then someone either came up and then got her, or they already put the hook. But the problem is the glass is too heavy for one little woman, who is sick, by the way. There's vomit in the closet. Yes, vomit. She was very sick.
Awful.
Yes, quite. It would have been too hard for her to have opened herself, so someone probably came up and opened it and then took her out.
Okay.
It would have been much easier than to have gone through the entire mansion and tried.
I'm sure, especially trying to get around Morris and Bolton.
Did I notice the tar on the?
No, you didn't, because it's weighted down. Yeah.
Can I investigate the frost and see if it's perhaps magical or natural?
Roll a Arcana advantage because ice.
It's a 17.
It's definitely magical to some extent, and also the frost is on the inside as well as the outside. It's on the inside and the outside. It's much, yeah, and it's kind of like veins running up, and it's almost blue ice as well. Yeah, it does seem to be magically left there.
There's a magical source
And there's
to this ice.
and you looking at it, you can actually see, looking at the window, there seems to be some damage to the lock.
Of the window.
Like frozen.
Edward, how long
It
ago was
seems that he
how long
perhaps
ago was
used
it? 5
ice to
days?
break the law
that she
for
got away?
magic.
That is how they got. When we were also looking through, we discovered the sheets were torn off the bed. It was a bit of a mess.
Do you think perhaps that?
I think she,
She
was
was
asleep.
taken.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
think
think-
she was taken.
But do you think she was taken against her will? Because
She
then we
was-
may be not looking for somebody in these rapscallions. We should be
She
looking for
was-
somebody else, a third party.
That is possible. If she was getting taken against her will, I feel like she would have been yelling and screaming.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
wrong.
Roleplay, I really need to.
Did this girl just get double kidnapped?
But she was also
That's
very
true,
sick, and she
may
was
not have been
Taken
able to
from the
cry out.
kidnappers.
from
Taken
what
too?
the vomit in there,
Mhm.
and from what the other people
don't have
said, she was not well. She might have just gone along just because she knows.
She
it's
was
She
easier
couldn't
to
have fought
futile.
back. Yeah, she couldn't have fought back.
It's
And
very-
same from the.
It definitely looks like someone came for her. She didn't initiate.
Mm.
There was also no letters or books or anything in her.
So you said it was a grappling
It looked
device?
There was no device, but you could see in the holes that it was.
Oh, okay, okay.
Thatch also, he went out the window, kind of turned into a spider and descended down.
So Thatch is a
Yes,
Thatch is a spider?
I suppose he can transform into animals too.
Aye.
That man is just a box of fascinating tricks.
Just
Aye. Not a current member of the Thatch fan club. I have to
Does,
say.
all our
what
viewers
did you
are.
get from the ice, besides it being magical?
All four of them.
Anything else?
Or none of them, because I don't
No,
remember.
all he said it's the veins and it comes from one source, which is why it's magical. It probably put it through the glass specifically to break the lock. I didn't get much else out of that.
Trying to fix it.
Interesting.
Magic mumbo gumbo. Fun.
So
Draco's back.
So Draco,
Yes.
I'm sure you kept this guarded, and I understand that you're very good at what you do. But is there any possible way that another one of your political rivals in the vicinity knew about her and would try to take her away from you, or are you positive that it is, or most likely positive that it's the rapscallions that took her?
I mean, I can't think of anybody that could have found out she was here. Is the only reason why I am disinclined to believe it's one of anyone but the rapscallions.
Laszlo.
Did she have any connection to anybody else? Family of sorts or a guild of some sort?
Not that I knew of.
Laszlo, from what you know of the rapscallions and Rastasama and perhaps even Zebulon, do you know of any one of them that uses this type of magic?
I
This
only know
icy
Zebulon.
Make a history check.
magic. Could I make a history check too? I guess
You can as well, yeah.
Can I make one? Actually, because I know of one of them.
You can try as well. History.
15.
15.
Nope, I'm gonna use my luck. I'm gonna roll it over here.
Oh!
Double knot. I give false
1.
information. Yes, he does use ice
15?
magic.
Yeah, 15.
That was a 2 and a 1.
You do seem to remember
hell is that?
some details of a rather
The
eccentric
D&D guys.
fellow. You don't recall his name. There was a rather eccentric guy who went on a killing spree several years before. Let me pull up some info. A human fellow who was a cryomancer. No, not a shapeshifter. He was a cryomancer. He used ice, and his victims would be found in rather eccentric poses and outfits, frozen to death.
Oh, that's
And
creepy.
he
Oh, fun.
and when found, he had a rather obsessive desire to be a great artist. Sorry, but
Did you tell me this from the?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent.
Why are my people always villains?
Artists be psycho.
I mean, snip, snip.
yeah, Grip Van Gogh, snip snip. More like
It was just the lobe.
I love you, Miss Prostitute.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, no, that was sent to a prostitute.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a love.
Is
It
there
was a
anything
girl
else in the
who
room
he
that like
paid.
kind of piques our interest or like
What's
would
that?
be like
That's definition.
not particularly. There's a candle laying on the floor. Looks as though it's been
We're
burnt
back
for
up.
a bit. Awesome. Hello again, everybody.
Everyone that's still
Hola,
here.
friends.
All
bright
0
side-
views. Hey,
Well, that's
guys.
probably because it just reset and it kicked everybody off.
Oh, okay.
Please come back. Please,
back.
God, we
Yeah,
need
you
it.
can like text Chris that it's back up.
Yeah, I'll text Chris. I'll send it to the group chat.
Re-promo the group chats.
how far is the distance?
Bruh,
from
let me
second
get to
floor
the
first
stable
floor?
already.
To the first floor? I mean, it's
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
about
it's
you're looking about 25
It's
feet
not
of floor
lab.
Okay.
at
That's-
least,
It's a goddamn
so about
stable.
50 feet to the
That's
ground.
all we need.
Okay.
That's
And
all I want is
there's
to
no
get
way to
to-
climb down
No, I'm gonna
short of a
go
grappling
to-
hook.
I-
You can do that.
No,
They'll respond.
surfaces you could use to climb down. Probably why they felt alright with leaving her just locked in the room with the window.
Alright, so I'm gonna get my things and start going down there and try and go to the stables. So like start heading to the stables down there.
Ah,
Did I get anything
Thatch
off
go?
of that? Anything else off that ice?
Just it's kind of that it's magical.
That he turned into a spider and he descended upon the ball. And he went for the stables, as I could see.
Okay, we can make our way out there, I suppose. The stables have been touched,
and used. Obviously, we had to take care of the horses, and
You could steal that.
Well,
something
Stout's
we
gonna go
have.
talk to the horses.
potentially.
We can leave from the stables, right?
True. Yes.
So
If you're ready to head out, I know the direction she went. She went.
I just think
On the way
I just
there,
think the
can I,
trail
grab
will
my
lead us
pack
there.
Yeah.
from
Yeah, you
my
guys
room?
can get your shit out. You pass your rooms.
Oh, yeah.
walking by.
I'm
So-
gonna
The
give you,
trail will
like,
probably just
Kit
lead
patches
us
stuff too.
to the stables, and then from the stables we can just keep moving.
Oh,
On the trail.
things are
If
on
there is a
him.
trail left, like I said, it's been several days. But like I said, I know the general direction, and most likely they would need to stop somewhere. There's a small, I wouldn't even call it a village. It's really more of a pit stop. Nightdale. It's about a day's ride away, and I'd say that'd be a good place to start. See if anyone's seen anything.
Especially if she's sick, she can't be
Especially if she's
traveling
sick.
very far.
She would have to get medical treatment. There's
Well,
not-
Or at least rest.
She is. Well, she doesn't need a rest if he rides.
But
you
even
can't really
even
sleep
the,
on
even
it,
the act of
like-
Riding is quite difficult.
Yeah.
especially while
Sick induced sleeping. on a
That's
horse,
like a
definitely.
bucket full of vomit.
like Frodo and fucking
Yeah.
Arwen's
So yes, I can take you guys out there.
All right.
You get there first.
Yeah. So I enter the stable. I look around. Are there any stable boys?
There is one fellow in there. You recognize him from the night before. He's a. Let's see. He's a. Who is he? Where is he? Okay, there we go. Yeah. He's a. There's actually two figures in there. There's one
The one
is.
that Laszlo tried to have sit on his lap.
There's two humans. What?
The one that Laszlo tried to have sit on his
I
lap.
didn't have tried to sit on my lap. I just wanted to come to
Yikes! I hope not.
There's
yeah,
a.
adult children. Don't you?
come, my child.
There's the human fellow you saw at dinner the night before. He's kind of dressed. It looks almost like a riding outfit. You know, he's got high leather boots. He's wearing kind of a nice little jacket. Kind of hangs down with the not lapels. What are the tails? Kind of hanging down almost to his knees. And then there's another fellow, a really big, really big guy. Another human, just wearing what looks
Just
to be
massive. The
over-
guy is huge.
overalls.
Some real bazonka.
He's like
Some
six.
real
He's about 6'5" or so. Built. Looks like he's maybe 18, 19.
Okay. I just-
Human guy
I walk
wearing. Yeah. So which one?
Yeah, either of them.
Take your choice.
Are they not together?
Well, one's kind of the big guy's like looks like he's like
And the other guy's
sweeping out. The other guy's brushing down a horse.
All right, I'm gonna go to the guy brushing down the horse.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Where is the stable of the horse that was stolen the night of the escape?
Ah yes, you're one of the ones that was hired on to help. All right,
Yeah.
one of. Well, just come this way, please.
Okay.
And he takes you down. It's the. It's the last stable, and like the stables has
Yeah.
doors at both ends. So the
Yeah.
door you come in, it's on the opposite end,
Yeah.
but it's right next to the door.
Okay.
And this is the one where she was taken from.
What was her name?
Oh God, she was new.
She was fast.
She was. I think. What do we call her? It was midnight.
Midnight.
It was midnight or dark night, something like
All
that.
right.
We talked
I
about-
turn.
We'd only had her for. She'd just been brought in.
I turn
really
to the-
unfortunate. Wonderful beast.
I turn to the stable across the way. Is there a horse there?
Yes.
I walk up, and I kind of just pet kind of the mane, and just kind of grumble in horse speech.
Yep.
Do you remember the night that the horse across from you was taken?
Remind me how deep they can read on your sheet. What's it say? They can like is it simple ideas or can they?
I don't know.
You can talk to them fully, but they can only
Yes,
respond with
respond
the
as much.
complexity of an animal's comprehension
Yeah.
of a situation.
Okay.
So it'd be like, yeah, horse gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Horse gone.
Black horse go.
Go when? Or go. Go with what?
Man.
What kind of
Blue.
man? Blue skin man?
Blue. Skin.
Blue clothed man?
Hey, you got it. I like it.
Clothes.
I kind of pat the saddle, or like I point to a saddle that's nearby clothes.
Ah.
Chair.
Yes, blue chair man.
Blue chair man.
Yes. you see face? I gestured.
White. Sharp.
It's a white ball.
Pull them out. The stable guy says, "Are you talking to?"
Yes, now butt out. Sorry, that was rude.
Go back to the horse.
Big man or small man?
Medium man.
I point to the other stable boy.
Bigger man or smaller man than that man?
Much smaller man.
Is this this isn't the ripped guy, is it?
Oh, pointing to. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about the ripped guy.
No.
Alright, we're just gonna record because it's not working.
Yeah. Okay.
Pointing to the
Yeah.
the not
Okay.
ripped guy.
It's not
Not
ripped.
ripped guy. Says
It's not streaming. It's
little
just
smaller.
It's just like losing connection.
Join itself versus not.
Is the guy white? Is the stable boy Caucasian?
They're both Caucasian.
Okay. I point to the stable boy. This man white or more white?
Whiter.
Thank you. I craft a carrot. Just
Carrot.
kind of pet him.
You know, food.
Take care.
Horse thoughts.
And then I kind of step back.
It's a YouTube word.
Thoughts with horseman.
And I kind of then I step into the opposite.
Just
The
like
one.
I'm texting the group chat.
Did he wait? Did he answer? What did he say for bigger or smaller than the other stable boy?
He said much smaller than the big guy. He said little smaller than the normal guy.
Okay. Okay. So how tall is the other guy?
The other guy is, about 6 foot tall.
Okay.
Normal build.
So I